Hello, I am Dallas and this is Alec.
Hi there.
We are Check It Out Podcast, and we are doing the legit rewind for Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition or Artorias of the Abyss PC and DLC content.
We are going to be redoing this for IGN because IGN clearly did a terrible job at theirs because they had people who had no idea what they were talking about. And me and Dallas consider ourselves pretty decent players, and we feel that we know enough about the game to do a video such as this. Well, here is a dragon, clearly. According to IGN, they say it's the undead dragon, but here we've got visual proof that it looks nothing like the undead dragon. It just looks like a dragon.
Because see, here we are running up and the undead dragon is about to chase us.
This is the undead dragon inside of
Yeah.
the painted world, if you don't know about that.
The one in the Valley of Drakes was already killed, so we could not get footage of that one, but this is the exact same thing, so it doesn't really matter.
The dragons are the exact same thing. They
Yeah.
they just repeat them. There's only 2 in the game.
Yeah, there's 2.
Now notice how the nose is very more round.
It's more blunt on the undead dragon and not
Yeah.
as pointy.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I don't know about you. I feel like this dragon's a lot larger than the one in the trailer.
Yeah, as you can see.
Yeah. And also, we would like to say that IGN is just stupid on
Yeah,
that.
they
pack.
did a really bad job with
They
this.
should have had someone review that even further than they already did.
Alright, here we see something that looks kind of like the Arc Stone from Demon Souls, and it almost looks like an illusory wall like the one before the Tomb of Gwyn.
Or
Yeah.
any other type of wall, because it looks like it's sort of fading away in the trailer, but we don't know, and it could even be activated by an item, just like
The Dark Moon Tomb.
Yes. It's a very strange thing to see, but I really want to see what's behind this wall. It could even be like leading to a bunch of graves.
Yeah, it could lead to like anything. It's lots of mysteries with this trailer.
Now here we are seeing the hand that we assume is taking us to the DLC. The entrance we believe to be in the Dark Root Forest, past the Hydra, as you'll see here, the Hydra. You just need to kill it, and that way you can go fight the Golden Golem, which is holding Elysiel.
Dusk of Elysiel,
Dusk of Elysiel. She is a spirit. She's already died.
She's along this path. She's in a cove, and the golem, Seath's golden golem that captures people. There's 2 in the game, one capturing a Knight of Katarina and one capturing Dusk of Elysiel right here. And this is where we believe is the portal that transports you to Elysiel in the DLC. And it kind of looks like it's made up of abyss, so you might need the Covenant of Artorias to get into it. We're not quite sure. We're just thinking that it's in this cove right past Dusk of Elysiel.
And if you don't remember, to get the Covenant of Artorias, which is a ring, you have to kill Sif for that, which would probably be understandable, because Artorias would be really angry that she just killed his dog.
Yeah, in which case he would take you back via a portal of the Abyss right through here.
Which would be understandable if it was the Abyss, because it's Artorias, the Abyss Walker.
Like here it looks like Abyss Matter. Almost like the cinematic that brings you into the painted world of Ariamis. Which it also has a future connection in the trailer that we'll show you after this. But as you see, just like in that, you touch it, and suddenly a chain reaction occurs where you get pulled in via dark matter that you see forming behind him.
And there's also some dramatic sounds going on, but we'll leave that for you guys when you actually go into the painted world, which is a very cool place, by the way. Well, this is just a flashback to what we saw in the Undead Burg in the forest. These are just regular enemies. Now here we are seeing a gardener who is for sure connected to other plants that are...
the bush monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like it's a gardener because it's got shears.
Yeah, like a caretaker to the forest. Maybe it's going to be related to the Forest Hunter Covenant.
It could even be related to that due to the fact that the forest is so full of magic. Darkroot Garden, by the way, was what we're referring to as the forest.
Yeah.
And this game for sure looks like it's using more forest things because of all the footage that it shows us. And here is a stone golem with a giant stone axe. He is huge, and he is just about the same size as the other golems were. And is using a big axe compared to the other ones. I mean,
Yeah.
I would not mind using that on my tank character, just saying.
He looks like he's going to be a pain, especially because in the previous trailer, the first trailer that came out with this that wasn't as good as this trailer, there's like 4 of them that you have to take on at the same time. Not going to be fun.
For sure. It's just ridiculous, and they are awesome, though. I'm just saying it. Here you can clearly see that this is a grave, and me and Dallas both speculate that this is Olisiel's grave.
Yeah, Dusk of Lucille's grave. Because she said that she was dead before people that left her city or something like that, and from what we've been told about the DLC, the cities are completely abandoned.
Yeah, they're like whatever bad happened in Elysial, it happened, and we're coming after it. And I even speculate myself that what is the bad thing, is that it's Artorias who showed up and screwed everything up, because we know that he is part of the Dark Race, even though he's supposedly hunting them down. Either he got tricked by Kaith, or is it Frampt?
Kaith.
Kaith. He got tricked by Kaith and is now hunting people, and I think he was the one that screwed up Elysial. Here we just assume that this is just another walkway, just visual, and you can. Some people would speculate at the bottom it looks like the Undead Burg, IGN. It definitely is not. It's just as a living area, because this is a big city where people used to live until the event, is what it should be called.
Alright, and now here we see a tower from Elysial. It almost looks like something that you'd see in the Painted World of Ariamis, or maybe the Kiln of the First Flame, but the three of them definitely look connected, and we'll look more into that when the game comes out.
Yeah, for sure, it looks like the Painted World of the Painted World. I always get the name wrong. I don't want to say it, but it looks a lot like the Painted World's tower, more narrow. We all know the Kiln is. I feel like the Kiln is more of a Coliseum.
Yeah, the Kiln has a wide radius.
Yeah, it's for you and Gwyn to have that last epic battle.
Alright, and here we have a hand covered in eyes. Some might think it's Artorias' hand, but I believe it's just a creature of the abyss grabbing you in and bringing you to Elysial to show you something that's potentially going to go wrong.
Yeah, it's definitely not Artorias' hand, because Artorias is he's smaller than this. He's a little larger than us, I would assume. I don't think he is this big. Well, this is the forest of Elysial, and I don't know how big the forest is. I don't think it's gonna be that big. I assume it'd be around the same area, like range of the Dark Root Garden, but I feel like the enemies here are going to be almost as strong as the Forest Hunters, just like because we know there are Stone Guardians, and we know the stone armor is from Elysial, and we do encounter some of those in the forest, but that's only in the area leading to the Moonlight Butterfly. And in my opinion, it looks like the Elite Knight is on his way to go to fight the Manticore.
Here we have an invader that looks kind of like Abraham Lincoln with a sniper crossbow. He does this weird kick roll thing, and it's very interesting. He might be the replacement for Dark Knight Kirk and may invade multiple times. He may have a draw and some sort of tie or link into the PvP area, and Dark Souls might be showing us that with this new area that he's located in. And also, people know what he looks like because of fan art, or not fan art, art from the gallery book that Dark Souls released.
I also do think that he's going to have a very large influence in the game, because I'm sure if we fight him enough times, because he might be the replacement Kirk throughout this DLC, that we will get his items and we will get that ball and hat, and we will also probably get a ring that will let us do the same kick he did, and that kick will probably be very noticeable in PvP. And that's the Hydra, and this is the Broken Down Forest. I am assuming this is probably the entrance to the forest area in general, because it looks like you leave from a cave into the forest, and clearly something happened here, that the forest is no longer standing as strong as it used to be, and all the trees are destroyed, it's very damaged, and I definitely think that this is probably where you would fight the dragon, or go to fight the dragon.
I think this is where you'd fight the Manticore personally, but if you also see, it looks like in the background you can see that giant tower thing in the little yellowish color.
Giants in Sen's Fortress, Hellkite Drake on the bridge, and here we are in Elysial again with the pathway we are going across. We see these statues that look very similar to statues that we see in the Undead Burg, Undead Church, because you only see statues that in there that are holding spears or weapons, and these statues seem to be holding weapons. I guess they're figurative defense statues that are guarding Elysial, in a sense, but we also can see a large tower in the background that could be a reference to what we saw earlier, but we could even be scaling the tower we saw earlier. Also, the statues look a lot like the statues we saw earlier in the trailer that are looming over the residential area, and you can see the forest in the background.
Here is the Sanctuary Guardian. It's a manticore, and it slightly resembles Grey Wolf Sith.
You can see it's very strong and very fast, but there was a video that IGN posted on how to fight it, and it is very strong in the lightning area, and because you're in water and it shoots lightning out of its mouth, we're going to be kind of boned in this battle. And also its tail does poison damage, and its wings make gusts of wind that will just destroy your stamina. This is going to be a very hard fight, but it's going to be a fun one. And from here we see stuff that we've seen in the beginning of the game with Grey Wolf Civ and other enemies in the Undead Burg. But then we end the trailer with being grabbed by the giant hand and the violent throwing and smashing of our body on the wall, ground, and all over the place before we enter the DLC. And I hope it doesn't happen every time, because our body would be very bruised up, even though we've died probably about 300 times prior to this. Thanks for watching the video. There's still a little bit more left, and here's an enemy that looks really strange. I mean, looks like he's got something wrong with his head, and he doesn't seem to be very balanced. He must be a very strange enemy to fight. Probably flails his limbs all over the place.
Yeah, and according to IGN, he looks like the gargoyles, because this guy is Artorias of the Abyss.
Yeah, we all should know who Artorias is. He's very well rumored out in there. We've never seen him. All we know is that he's very cool, very strong, and he has very cool weapons, has a giant wolf, and is apparently dead. He disagrees. I think he's dead, and that we're the ones who kill him.
Yeah, he's going to be a tough boss. Possibly an optional boss like Priscilla.
I don't think he's going to be optional. I think he's going to be what ends the DLC, because the DLC is named after him, and this will be one intense battle. It will probably be a lot different compared to the battle when we fought Gwyn, because the developer himself said that he was very disappointed in how the battle with Gwyn went, because he wanted it to be very dramatic, very cool, and it just turned out to be a parry fest. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like this video, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. We will love to answer any questions, and we like to hear speculation from the fans and anything else. So thank you for watching again, and see you guys in the World of Elysial when it comes out.
I'm Dallas Sudek.
And I'm Alec Luna.
And this is Check It Out Podcast, signing off.